So joining us is Kevin Robillard, a reporter for Politico. Kevin, thanks for joining us this morning.
Great to be on.
So lots of stuff going on Capitol Hill. We will start with the IRS, and the President and Treasury Secretary Liu asked for the Commissioner of the IRS to resign. What ultimately led to that request?
Well, so on Tuesday afternoon, the Treasury Inspector General's report came out, sort of laying out what everything had happened. Before then, the White House had sort of been like, we're going to wait for this report to come out and then see, and then decide to take our next steps. And then once it did, it became pretty clear that, significant wrongdoing had gone on at the IRS, and yesterday afternoon they asked him to resign, and he agreed to. The one thing is he was actually leaving at the end of June anyway, so it's not moving up his resignation all that far.
Ultimately, what sort of impact do you think, at least right now, this controversy is having on the White House?
Well, so right now it is definitely proving to be a distraction for the White House, particularly because right now there's nothing directly linking them to it. But they are getting a lot of questions about it. It's definitely going to be the focus of congressional hearings. The White House and the Treasury Department are going to be dealing with this for quite a long time, even though right now it doesn't appear that there's anything directly implicating them with involvement in sort of this targeting of conservative groups.
And that was going to be my next question. We have this resignation. There was some talk of focusing in on 2 rogue employees that may have been responsible for this. But do you think this will go away anytime soon, or is this going to be a real uphill battle for the White House?
This is going to be an uphill battle for the White House just because there's such clear wrongdoing and because the IRS came out and admitted it. It's not something where this is alleged behavior. It's something that definitely went wrong, and it's something that congressional Republicans aren't going to let go of. The IRS isn't a very popular institution already, and when they've done something as clearly wrong as this, it only adds to the pressure and adds to the incentive for congressional Republicans to sort of keep making this an issue, keep this up, and they're going to really be trying hard to link this directly either to the White House or to President Barack Obama's re-election campaign. And if they can do that, things are only going to get worse for the White House and for the president.
All right, Kevin, another issue now that's not going away either is the attack on the consulate in Benghazi. The White House released 99 pages of emails in regards to this attack. Any new information here?
Well, so a lot of the emails sort of confirmed a lot of what we already knew. But there were a few interesting pieces. First of all, it appears that the CIA, not the State Department, were the first people to remove those references to terrorism. The CIA actually asked for those to be removed before the State Department did. That's pretty significant because it gets the White House and, to a certain extent, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton off the hook a little bit. But a lot of this, you're seeing Republicans and Democrats, both after this email release, retreat back to their corners, insisting that it sort of proves their narrative all along. It still shows that references to terrorism were removed when there were indications that perhaps they should have been included. And it still shows that, there wasn't as necessarily much political involvement as Republicans have said there were, which backs up Democrats' point.
So very quickly, Kevin, we've got the IRS scandal, we've got Benghazi, and we didn't talk about this, but we have the AP scandal with the Department of Justice asking for phone numbers or phone records from reporters there. Is the president suffering from the dreaded second-term curse of scandals?
The one interesting thing is that if you look at all of these scandals, they actually started in his first term. None of this is the result of something he's done since being reelected in January. So it is sort of the second-term curse, but a lot of that comes, and historically it has come, from behavior in the first term. President Bill Clinton, a lot of the stuff he ended up being impeached for happened in his first term. A lot of the stuff that George W. Bush ended up being brought down by, particularly, for example, the war in Iraq, was obviously launched during his first term. So it is sort of that second-term curse, but it's not like magically during the second term presidents become more scandal-prone. It's as much people are beginning to find out more things about the first term as it is the start of the second term actually happening.
Kevin Robillard, reporter for Politico, thanks for joining us.
Great to be on.